Hi everybody, welcome to my kitchen nook. That's where you are today. Do you know what day it is today? I bet I know somebody that knows what day it is today. Ginger, tell the people what day it is today. It's grooming day. It's okay. It'll be all right. You know, she hates to be groomed. Well, it's not that she hates it, she doesn't really love it, okay? But when she's all done being groomed, I've got her all trimmed up, brushed up real nice, and take her outside for a little romp. She feels frisky and much cooler. She's got a lot of coat growth here. I'm going to take quite a bit off today, okay? So, and I may even flip her over on her back and do her nails. That's how I do it here on the table in the kitchen nook. I've got a grooming table here that I'm gonna put the camera down so you can see while I groom. But I have her on a homemade grooming tabletop, and then I put a towel over that. She's gonna lay on that for me after a while while I do her back or her tummy and her feet. But let me get started. She's gonna get trimmed. Oh no, she says. Look at that look. Remember this look when you see her running in the yard when I'm done, okay? It'll be just fine, Ginger. Okay, let's get started. And I don't think it's been a while since I've shown you my grooming equipment and stuff like that. I'll just kind of go over quickly what I've got here, which is a variety of tools that I've accumulated over the years, okay? So let me pan the camera down and I'll show you Ginger on the grooming table and my grooming supplies. Okay, there's the little girl. There's the victim of the day. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that. And please remember, I am not a professionally trained groomer. I learned the basics from Ginger's groomer, who does show Pomeranians in the AKC confirmation shows. And I showed Ginger when she was a puppy, but she's not really 100% confirmation show proper, I guess you could say. But anyway, her number one fault is that she doesn't have a really nice thick coat. Thick enough for us, thick enough for her, but not for the show ring. So anyway, let me get her groomed. And first of all, I brush. Oh, this is one brush that I use that has the little rubber knobby ends to it on the, see if you can see it real close. That's what I use. I also do use this one too, the pin brush. This one's really kind of seen its better days, but anyway, I do use that. And if I do run into a tangle, which invariably I do run into them behind her ears, I'll use my comb and typically that end, the fine tooth comb end. And for scissors, I will use shears, thinning shears at times, not too often though. Or I do have a little pair of hand scissors here that I will trim her feet with, okay? But most of the time, I like my monster shears is what I call them. I like these. They cover a lot of area on her body and they do a good job, okay? So let me get started. First of all, I do start with the brushing. Make sure she's all brushed out. And yes, she did have a bath recently, okay? This is her first combing or brushing out after a bath. And you do brush the hair up off the body because you want to trim it off and get it as, well, this trimming that I'm going to do on her is going to be a really, I'm going to take quite a bit off because we are really in the hot part of the summer. And I figure it'll grow back real fast anyway, so I'm going to take as much as I can off today. She's going to look like a little scout puppy dog by the time I'm done, probably. I'm not going to make it too much though. My chair's squeaking. I wonder if you hear that. Let me see if I can. There, maybe I can. Yeah. Just a quick brushing all the way around here to see if I see any snarl areas. So far I don't. You're gonna have to stand, baby. Yeah. And her little tail. Let me turn her around and do this side. Yes, I know. I just throw you all around on here, don't I? You're used to it, though. And no, at no time today during this grooming session is she hurt in any way. Okay, turn around, face me. You can sit. Good girl. You're sliding. Oh. Ooh. Sit up. Sit up. There you go. Okay, see the fluffy dog? Look at the camera, Ginger. See the fluffy dog? You're gonna see a lot less of her soon. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I need to wear my glasses for the close-up. Okay, now it's time for her feet. I'll trim up her paws. I will trim up her nails too, and then I'll do her under the belly and the hair on her legs. Trim that up a bit too. But what I do is I just flip her over on the grooming table. She lays on her back very well for me. She knows. You know what's coming, don't ya? She doesn't like getting her toenails trimmed. It's all part of it. You'll be fine. Okay, we're ready. Let's see here. We'll do this first. And yes, she is panting, but it's more of a stress panting. She's fine. We're in the air conditioning. We're indoors. She's just stressed out, but she'll be fine. Here's where I get in between the pads and trim out. Okay, I've got the first one trimmed up nicely. I'm gonna bring you back after I finish all of her feet, okay? Basically because she doesn't like her toenails trimmed, she needs trimming, so it does turn out to be kind of like a little struggle, and I just persevere, and she knows that everything's gonna be okay. Then after I'm done with the feet, I trim up I even up the hair on her belly. It gets so hot, I think I may even trim it down more, but in the winter I let it grow out and then I just keep evening it. But she doesn't need all this on her belly, okay? So I may just trim her all off and make her nice and cool for the hot, hot summers down here right now. So anyway, I'll bring you back when I have her feet all trimmed up. We got the feet all nicely trimmed up, okay? And now I'm ready to start on her underbelly and get that going. I think I'm going to take this all down. I let it grow since last summer. This is the length that it really should be, but that's if she were a show dog, you know, and it's hot and a lot of coat there that she doesn't need. I'm going to take her down quite a ways, so let me get that started. She'll be much cooler this way. Much, much cooler. I've already taken several inches off and I'm halfway done. I'm going to stop the camera here and I'll bring you back when I'm finished with this, okay? Okay, we've got her belly all trimmed off. I'm sure she's much cooler without all that long hair here, and I've got quite a pile of hair. I'm going to work on trimming up her legs a little bit, take a little bit of coat off a little bit of length off of the leg hair, okay? And then I'm just going to kind of tweak her and she's done. But let me trim off the leg hair here and get her set up and I'll show you. I'll bring it back. I've trimmed her body, underneath her belly, her legs, her toenails. What I'm going to do now is the long side hair. Let me see. I don't know if I can show you what I'm going to trim, but it's this long stuff here that I'm going to just even out, okay, on both sides. And then she's pretty much done, except when I finish up grooming, I always let her run around for a little bit, and then I may see something that I want to tweak and I pull her back up on the grooming table and give her a little scissoring again. But for the most part, she's pretty much done. I'm gonna just finish this part up here and I'll show you what she's like when she goes outside, okay? I just had to show you, we're getting ready to go outside. Ginger is all done. Isn't she, Daddy? William's off to the back there. Yeah, she's saying, save me, Daddy. But she's looking pretty good. All right, I'm gonna take her outside for a little romp, and then, Daddy, you wanna hold her for a minute? And then I'm gonna see if I need to tweak her at all, but I think I did pretty good. What I'm gonna show you here is what I took off of her. because I took quite a pile of hair from her. And to think that I trim her every few months. So this is not like a year's growth at all. This is just a couple months, and there was quite a bit of length that I took. Let me just show you. This could make another baby Ginger, actually.
You should show her with Daddy.
Yes, it could. But right now, Ginger's done, and she's getting consoled by Daddy. Yeah, her's a pretty girl. Ginger, you did really good. Yes, she did. Okay, time for her to go for a romp outside. Ginger says, "Take me outside now." And then she gets a treat for being such a good girl during her grooming. So I hope you're all having a good one out there. You take care. Be talking to you again real soon, but it's going to be bye for this time. Gin. Oh, I guess we got some thunder going here. But there's Ginger. Our grass is kind of long. It needs mowing. Let's see if I can get her up here. Boy. There you go. She's having a little trouble maneuvering through the long grass. Come on, girl. There you come. There you go. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. All pretty and groomed up. Yes. You feel better, don't you? Well, how about if we get you in the shade? Come on over here. Come on over here. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. So, Ginger, is it going to rain, do you think? Yeah. It is hot out here, though. Very, very hot. So, I think we may go in, okay? Shall we go in, baby? There, thunder again. All right. Let's go inside. Come on. There you go. She wants back in the air conditioning. I don't blame her.